Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a video where we look through all the SBCs currently on EAFC 25 and talking through which ones I think are worth doing and which ones I think are not worth doing. As a general point with SBCs, I do check these out. I'll probably do one of these videos every few weeks. Always consider with an SBC, does it have any chance of actually playing in your team? How long do you think it'll last? And is it going to decimate your club? With the amount of untradeable cards we get nowadays, you should never really be spending tradable coins that you've actually got on an SBC unless you are absolutely certain that it's something that is going to last in your team a long time. A player that's very meta, that could last at least 2 to 3 months, I would say. So with that in mind, we always use a website like Footbin. Footbin's really good for SBCs in terms of seeing how much they cost. These gamble casino ones, you are very rarely getting one of the good ones, in my opinion. So it completely depends how much it costs. This one costs 34, 35k. We've had a few of these, and with these being a few weeks old now, the promo, I don't think they're worth as good value as they were a few weeks ago. So I did 2 of these. Now, I don't think I'm going to do them. Centurions is coming out. That's going to be better, and probably the promo after that, I imagine, around Black Friday. We might even start to get 2 playstyles. Are you sick to death of getting out-teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Could be wrong, but I don't see as much value in that. Patelas. She is a super expensive one. 1.3 mil. Is she a great card? Yes. In my opinion, that's way overpriced. People argue a rush card was worth more than that. I still don't think it's good value. She is a card, though, that you could potentially use for a few months. So if you've got a ridiculous amount of fodder, you like her, then I think she's not a terrible SBC, but I think the price is too much. Cole Palmer, just don't think it's a good enough card. 84 plus double upgrade, that's costing 15k. I wouldn't pay for that personally. These challenges tend to normally be a bit meh. Garassi, not a good enough card in my opinion. Desari, not a good enough card. Coverat Skelia, he's okay, but when I look at the card, I mean, it won't even let me see it on here when I type it in. Oh, it's on a different page. Let me just search for him. He is 270k. Not remotely worth that. He's 109k for his tradable in form. Avoid him. Darmian, 40k. That is fairly cheap. 5-star weak foot. Can he play centre back? He can. He's got defender and some good play styles. If you play Serie A, they're playing Napoli, is it? Let's have a look. Inter at home as well. If Inter win that and he goes to an 86, this card is very, very good. So if you play Serie A, I'd 100% do that card. I think he's a fairly top tier value SBC at this point. Politano, there's no 5-star. He's just fairly average. I wouldn't be going near that card. I think I'll be interested in what his price is. But I think that Darby is miles better for his position. Politano's a bit cheap, but yeah, I'd rather Darmian. Jonathan David, pretty good, but chemistry's hard. I'd struggle to justify getting him in my team. The base hero upgrade, let's have a look at that. 140k. For me, there's just so many heroes that wouldn't even get into that. So I would really struggle, really struggle to justify doing that at this point. Alex Morgan, solid card, but again, probably slightly off the curve at this point. Well, no, she's probably just with it, but she's 350k, probably not lasting much longer. If Morgan was Premier League or La Liga or something, I would say 100% I think she's pretty good. But the fact you have to really force the chemistry for it, I wouldn't do her. Lukeba, if he fits your team, 20k for this card's really cheap. He has Defender plus as well. He's one of the better ones. Marmish wouldn't go near him. Tovan, actually fairly solid. He's 25k. If he improves your team, Serie A, he's not bad. This card, I think it's whatever. I mean, I wouldn't care for that. Lindsay Horan actually was a pretty good value card, this one, I think. 130k. If you use someone like Diana, she's really good. She's one of the highest midfielders in the game in terms of all-round stats. She plays pretty well. This Regui, how much is he? I don't think he's that good, though, from memory. Retegui, even. 42k. 42k for him. I just don't think, why would you pay that? I think there's better cards. Barcola was a crazy rip-off. Robertson, new one that just came out. Footbin is saying 150k, but he's only just come out, so he might not be that. Wingback plus is probably the best role, in my opinion. Whip pass is very good. Pretty good. He's one of the better Prem ones. If you fix your team, I actually think that's relatively okay value. Rafinha, really good but expensive. 630k. If he'd have had a 5-star, I'd say that's fine, but I think that's overpriced. Lewandowski, wrong one. Let's have a look. 212k. I mean, that's okay. Musiala. I think Musiala at 480k. Pretty damn solid. I could justify that. But mainly because he's not miles better than his other cards, but he's very versatile. He can play a lot of positions. I think he plays better than his stats on FIFA. Musiala tends to. Yilmaz, why would you bother? Robbie Keane. This SBC, 300k. It's a little overpriced in my opinion, but with a Hunter, he's got 98 pace. He's very good on the ball. He's got one of the best, if not the best play style in the game. Prem Keb, I think he gets Hero Keb. I could be wrong, but I think he does. And then from there, I mean, in terms of ones that still exist, Sissoko is one of the best value cards we've ever had on the game. I think he's a must. Yeah, you can see I don't really do many SBCs. Personally, I think most of them tend to be a waste. As a side note, 1.04 million. What do you think of this team? Do you like it? Do you think that there's massive ways to improve it? In terms of tradable cards, Patelas, Koundé, Saliba, Teo, and Czech. So with them, I'd have like 1.6 on top of the untradables, so nearly 3 mil. What would you do to upgrade this team with 1 mil, though? What's the logical upgrades? None of the SBCs, I think, right now are ones that I would look at doing. Yeah, I appreciate you guys' thoughts, as always. Appreciate you watching the video. Let me know if there's any SBCs that you've done and you think are bad value. If there's any SBCs that you really want to do for your team. And then if there's any SBCs coming up that are interesting, I think we'll get some with Centurions. We're getting these Ballon d'Or cards. I will, talk a bit more about those. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Keep it spicy. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.